It's going.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, wow.
Shame.
Oh.
My mom has 4 kids, and
Did you say
works a not very great job, and my brother has medical conditions, so that's probably all why we all
Is it
bought.
connected to Michigan?
I was going through my drawing and I wanted to show something. I was like, Danny.
I actually ate it. Wait,
Eat them.
Why do you choose to have these hot takes?
Wait, it's still weird, like candy paper, can't you? You made it in edible paper. I have.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell are you doing?
that's a bad word.
I'm getting my
Get out my way. Someone drew on this perfectly good calculator, and I'm going to take them.
It says head to the lab area.
To the what?
Lab area.
Oh. This is what I was saying. Nobody
Andy,
reads the board.
Coat, put it away. Put your coat away. Stay a while.
Bring anything?
Love to have you here.
Do you have any more chargers?
Other than the 2 that are sitting right up there, how many do you need?
Well, those are charged enough to charge the computer.
They should be. They work every day. And I don't think you need your computer right now either way. Anyway. You guys going to read the board or are you just going to sit there all day?
Can you head to the lab area to do?
This would have been a problem today. Oh wait, never mind. Those are fair.
That's a question.
Yeah.
Abdi. No Abdi?
I saw him walking in the halls over.
Well, that's what I'm asking. I just didn't see him in class. And Michaela, Kaylee, Anthony. Are you guys going to join them with what you're supposed to be doing, which is reading that blue box that says QOTD? Dun, 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 dun. Anthony, slow down. Thank you. Mason. Isaac, thank you. Maya, thank you. Powers, which one are you sitting in? Powers, which one?
Wait, what?
Which one are you sitting at?
The one with the pencil on it.
Thank you. Anthony, slow down. Where are you at? No. Which seat?
Okay.
That one? Here's what I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen. In problem number 1, the second product is hydrogen gas. The second product is hydrogen gas. You're going to need that to do that problem. The second product in number 1 is hydrogen gas. It is a single replacement reaction. The other 3 products are listed there for you. You needed that last one.
I'm just gonna. What?
Okay. I don't know, can you? We'll see what we saw. NaHO is not a compound. I have no idea what NaHO is, but it is not sodium hydroxide.
Okay, so we know this is 20.
Well, it says that what molarity of sodium hydroxide in a solution is produced? So where would that ever be?
You sure enough?
Okay, put sodium hydroxide. Okay, but it says sodium metal reacts with excess water. Where does that happen? If it's reacting. No. Reacts with water. So put that on this side. Well, is that how we would write sodium metal? Plus what? Okay. And please remember, the other product is, what did I just tell you?
Don't worry, I got you.
Hydrogen gas.
No, I don't think you do.
I do.
Oh, there's, go ahead.
Are you sure?
There's absolutely nothing.
Oh.
So,
Jeremiah, hydrogen gas.
hydrogen gas.
I think you're gonna lose it. We have to be careful. There's always double.
By the way, your sister's sold out today. She's using a periodic table. It's actually where's your periodic table? Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong with what you have here. How are you going to?
And you could do this again.
With the balances?
I'll slip it.
Okay, and then that's fine, because what you have is good, now balance. Okay?
So,
Hydrogen gas is the other product.
is this correct?
Yes.
What's the charge on sodium?
Hydrogen gas is the other product. That's not hydrogen gas.
So it says that.
That's hydrogen gas. Why are you putting two
So it's sodium metal.
But it's a
Okay.
signal.
This is not
Excess
sodium
water.
hydroxide.
To create sodium hydroxide.
Oh!
Periodic table,
Okay.
sodium hydroxide.
So
Yeah,
sodium
Cheating.
and then water. Right?
Did we run out of tables or something, gentlemen?
They're taking up a whole thing over there with one group.
And you can't ask them to please move over to one side? Coefficients have to be whole numbers when you are done.
Alright. I think I got it.
Good, all you guys have to do is balance that. Good luck.
Thank you. What you got is good? You got it. Okay, here you go. No, that's okay.
And now, with your helping words. Correct.
Oh,
I
you
did.
put it here.
You put it forward here.
Oh, I'm making this up.
Because I have been doing that trick where I've been moving things together, but the only time I do that is when it's polyatomic, and it's the same on both sides. So like, it's an NO3 on this side and an NO3 on this side. Otherwise, just break everything up. Now you I don't know, I didn't know what time you got here, so figure it out. It's not my job to know how long you've been in class and how badly you have to pee. Okay, what can I do for you?
We don't know how to balance it.
Okay. So what you seem to be doing is going along well, but you went too big.
Yeah.
Well,
What?
I did teach you this trick, and you did use this trick. Of 2 and 3, you were trying to get to how many? Right, the problem is, they're split up here. So you don't necessarily have to get to 6. Okay? So let's go over here where we needed to have more of it, but use a smaller number.
How do you, 2 and 3 can't,
Just trust me,
what do you mean? Oh,
trust me.
wait. I don't know what you mean, a smaller number.
Well, what number did you have there? What number did she have there?
3,
3. What's a smaller number than 3?
2, any,
1.5.
No, we don't need halves. Put a smaller number than 3 there.
2.
We'll put it there. Now recount these.
We needed that.
Wait, so it's different size.
Okay.
So 3 here. 2 here.
Okay.
Is that it?
Now get your oxygen.
Oh,
I want the light now.
okay.
So, what I was saying, you had the right idea. Normally when you have 3 and 2 down here, you have to get to 6. Because you have 2 on one side, 3 on the other. But because these are split up over here, you don't necessarily have to get to 6. And that's what happens. Okay? So, there you go. You got to balance. Now you can go on through there. Okay?
You don't need them.
Yes, looking at yours.
Wait, I'll try to find the molarity.
That's what you gotta find. You gotta find molarity.
I'm asking, is that one?
Yes, that is, that, I know, and I'm sorry I tried to make it fit the problem that was already half typed, and so, yes, yes. What do we always do to start? What do you give? No, what do you give? 20 grams, solid. Take what you're giving and get it into. There you go. Take what you're giving and get it in the mold. Probably want to list oxygen.
No, it isn't. I forgot.
Sorry. 6 hydrogens here.
There's 6 hydrogens there?
3 times 2 is 6.
Oh.
That's 6.
It's just a hydrogen.
So, what are you thinking?
Because we got 3 plus 2 is 5, and then 2, and then 2, and then that is that.
You're right, 3 plus 2 is 5.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Why do we have 3 right?
No, we went 12.
Because it was at the table, bro. 2.
Okay, let's change it to 2 and see how that works out.
Well, actually, it won't work.
I'll bet you it might.
So that's 2 to the 4, and then this one
Okay,
5.
then you know what?
Hey. You're right. So we got 6.
Oh my god.
We did it. How many hydrogens?
Now we gotta do the rest of it.
How many oxygens? Try again. Get oxygens. Let's get rid of that. Let's get oxygens to balance it and see how it works out. Come in, Lydia. Nope.
How did you guys?
Perfect. And goes that. Okay, because that's the unit. There.
I'm just trying to throw it.
Don't worry, sir. This is not balanced. Okay, why?
because you have 3 and 4 hydrogens here, that's 7. You
Okay.
have 3 here, that's only 6.
Well, there's.
By the way, get rid of all of these and start off with a smaller number here than you have. Okay, so which side needs more of something?
Light work.
What number? Small number. What number? Now I'll take this. And then I will take this. Basically this first. You gave up it's supposed to be zinc metal in, sorry, there's maybe a space in there, it's not sending the thing that I created, it's a typo, sorry.
Yeah, that was after you said.
No.
Oh,
Okay, what is this? What is this step? What are you doing?
Going from this to this.
Okay, what is this that goes from grams to what? Then,
Moles.
Okay.
you call this step the what step?
I forgot.
No, there was no I forgot step.
Okay.
I don't know the set.
So what did you do here?
no, that doesn't count.
Well, we converted the 20 grams of.
That.
What is that? I mean, you just,
Makes sense. For like,
I understand, but you gotta kind of explain it to me. Why did you do this step?
take it out of this game of this.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Again, you're cheating.
What do you mean?
Well, this is 2 moles. This is 2 moles. So then the moles cancel out. Which means that if you write a mole in there, you might know that that is what is called molar ratios. Okay? Now you're doing what you need to do, I agree. Okay? Now, why? What is this step?
From this.
Assuming this is going from moles to what? What?
Are you gonna take this one back, Amaya?
Where did it tell you to go 2 grams in this problem?
What is
Right,
wrong
it
with
doesn't.
your
It doesn't. So why are you going to grams?
I don't know.
Now, second of all, stop. What were you calculating here?
Polarity.
Which, how do we find molarity? Moles over liters. Well, what is this?
Those are not moles.
What are they?
Grams.
Well, you can't put grams over liters on molarity. So, when you stop here, you will be in what unit?
Moles.
That you might be able to use to find out. Except you gotta put a unit in.
But the number's right.
No, it's not.
The number I have is right.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. No.
Doing good. Finish the problem.
You literally copied
Finish
it.
the problem.
That's literally what happened.
Yes.
No, actually, I started doing it before you started to understand. I just don't know.
Top and bottom of what? I wouldn't do it next time. I would do a separate calculation. Because it doesn't fit into one problem. What do you need to find? How do you find molarity?
Just do separate dimensions.
Okay, you have moles.
I mean, yeah, it's
You
something.
know how many liters?
Just like
Separate calculation.
I didn't do that.
I certainly can, and it's wrong.
Okay, why am I still getting a whole entire different
I
answer?
did it, I won't.
I mean, you are supposed to be getting a little bit.
No, where'd you get this?
Why are you using the problem that's in the way?
No, that's what I did. Hold on.
No,
did.
I don't want to.
Oh, wait.
Stop it. Yes, and I'm so correct.
I don't know why we're using 40.
Okay.
Because
I don't know my
where did I ask you to find the grams of
And I would be on my calculator.
Oh, you didn't.
Where
What did I ask you to find out about sodium hydroxide?
Disgusting.
Okay, how do I find the molarity?
She threw away my disgusting paper towel.
Multiplied by
Okay, so that's
Wow.
multiplied by liters. How do I get the moles with this?
molar ratio.
Okay, between what?
Sodium and
Hydrochloric.
Whoa. Molaration, you can't use grams in a molaration.
all we gotta use is moles.
Very good.
Alright, so, we gotta find the.
Anyways,
I'm gonna let you have a little more time because while you're
What
not
is zinc
verbalizing
metal?
it, I think you have an idea in your head. So I'm along the
What
way.
is zinc metal? Oh, metals in there. Yeah. So do I fill this out?
Yes.
it has no space.
I'll do it.
What you doing?
Oh, I already grabbed it. What's-
Whatever, okay.
How many liters?
Well, if it doesn't work, that's not
How
what
many
we're
liters?
doing. Okay, no. This is how we use volume and molarity to find moles. How do you find molarity? What's the formula for molarity? Yes, you do. What is molarity? You have it written there.
Actually,
What is molarity?
that's so crazy. It's not writing, that's gonna be even.
Which is what? No, that's not mass.
1.2.
Okay.
What's molarity?
Alright, so.
Moles over liters. Okay? So find the moles. Do you know what the liters are?
Yeah.
I got to see what?
I'm pretty sure.
Good. Now find the moles from that. You'll find the molarity.
We are the moles. Yeah, that's why you're actually
What?
So.
What?
This is what.
See ya. Yeah, this one hold up very well in court.
Yeah.
So now what do you want to find?
Wait, what is the charge of
Don't.
what's the charge of
What's the question asking is what is the
Wanna?
So we converted the moles.
8 by 12.
How many grams?
we have to see? What's that? Okay, but that's the amount of moles in this. Okay? Alright, we got this.
Okay, we got the Matilda kid.
That we have.
No. Mommy.
How do we get from one to
I put a fart on your pillow. I know where you live. That was terrible. Accidentally wrong.
You did not just say
Wrong. Wrong. Your face is absolutely yours. So, the nuggets, sandwich, and fries, breakfast,
Use a mole ratio. You can do this.
I am
Again, go back to our balance equation. Mole ratio. Okay. Correct. Here's what you're saying. You're thinking of giving this value to the molarity.
Okay,
Which
so
you can do. The problem is why you do that.
got it in my head now. I believe you. Now, I've read concessions. I probably
Nope. I don't know how many grams of that apple. Just
20 grams.
It doesn't mean it's 20 grams of So, what do you do? Oh, he's fine.
You didn't have.
I think I did too.
You didn't even like retaliate back. Retaliate. Jesus. Are you trying?
This is
That's part of this.
what's the word? They're antagonizing me.
Yes, sir.
I will pay you in tiny stars.
Why did you take moles times liter over?
I will give you 10 tiny stars.
This is not a polarity.
I
You make tiny stars yourself. I can make you 20.
I will give you.
I can make you 20 tiny stars.
Shut up. I will give you 20 tiny stars. I'll give you 15 tiny stars.
I can make you 20 tiny stars.
Shut up.
So take these
Jade.
moles, put them where?
Don't do it.
Please?
Don't do it.
Look at the formula. Where's the mole? Look at my formula. Where did the
I will pay you. Handsomely.
So where's which?
I don't pay you handsomely.
So put this over this. Perfect.
I've been provoked. They were provoking me. Aggravated.
I'm not insulting.
No, but you're aggravating me into assault. You're so good. It'll be aggravated assault when you fight.
I wouldn't think that. I don't think he had any.
Got multiple balls.
I think.
You got.
What are you giving me? You guys are in here. What are you giving? What do you get? No, you're not. Where are you giving that?
I'm giving that there's 20 grams.
So start with that.
Yes.
What do we just? Don't worry about all of that. Take what you're given and get it into. First step. Take what you're given and get it into.
A squawk.
Yeah.
Why would you use that formula guys to take 20 grams of Na and get it into moles? You're given 20 grams of this. Get that into moles. You can keep working on the problem.
Whatever someone drew.
Okay.
I didn't draw it.
That's.
I might have
think
drawn
that's
it.
more
It's
for
purple.
effort. These are two probably split or like.
Where are your end? I don't know. Where are the end values?
Just like every
There they are.
That way it will never.
Well, that depends. What is that 20 grams of? So write that.
What is
So then what do you put down there
34.7
for
plus
math?
273? 34.7.
Why do you keep pointing at that? Okay, what's the formula ask for solar?
307.7.
Carson, do you know what you're doing? I don't expect you to be a good teacher now.
Hold on, sick didn't make you forget Unit 5.
We're on the second one, and I'm kind of stupid.
Oh wait, no, shoot! I have to do a different. No. Why did you make me do that calculation? No, that's the rate. So then, I'm lazy, okay? Can I have my periodic table?
Okay,
We're
so
trying to get.
I don't.
That's a
I
salt.
That's all.
That's a balance.
This, we're supposed to have
You
top.
said, oh, I sent these to.
I know, I will get it to you when we are back in
These
the
numbers. So.
It's a.
So if we have, if we have, yeah, if we
How
have.
many holes of this?
Sorry.
Based on the,
No, you're-
based on the.
I'm trying to be nice and it came up very
You're fine.
Use the balance equation, what's up or down of an X? That's what you put down here, 2 holes of an
These
X.
ones go with.
Okay, so you start by trying to make this number, we're gonna use somewhere else.
Oh,
What was the-
you can pay attention.
Okay.
This is
That help?
This is
a
your.
little bit. Now,
This will get you-
No. I don't know where to start. There's so many things. There's the.
Okay, so the way you want to do
What
it
you need.
is it's so this one you want to do the
You don't
PV.
know, so do this exactly like.
No, I don't.
Try and find.
Oh, you
Now
guessed
we
it.
have temperature, we have temperature, we'll have our, we need to find N.
If that makes
Find
sense.
N, we'll adjust the ratio, compare these. So you need to use these numbers to figure out how many.
If that makes it easy.
So it's not
NaOH. So.
That makes sense.
Yes, but I'm slow. I know what to do, but we
Right?
are trying to get it to try to work out.
Because, well.
This guy did that. And then did that.
Actually,
Hydrochloric acid.
And then you put that in. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Thank you.
Wait, how do you? You're gonna keep it.
You're slow. Okay.
Okay, the ratio, wait.
Well, later.
We'll do it.
Right.
Which is moles of NA.
I get you.
Yeah.
How do we know what how many
I think
moles?
it's
I think
Then
I
which
saw
one
it
of these are we trying to get to?
but I didn't look into it.
But that's not a one.
It's like.
Why do they?
Listen to it right now. It's so.
I don't have my answer.
No, we don't need to. True, what are you trying to find? Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Alex, I missed like 4 days. Actually, guess what? I got sick because I got sick during the last week, and I was like fucking sick. Like, I was and you're
Well, we're gonna have to work on figuring those out.
so like I did this right.
But here's the thing, it says, this is produced. It says these two things together. It has to be before the arrow, produced has to be after, and I think that's. Because it's a diatomic, it's one of the 7 elements up there in grade. When they are alone, there are 2. They're so reactive that nothing else is around the reactor. There's 7 elements.
Nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine,
It's that easy.
You're welcome, sir. Alright, how we doing? Questions?
no.
Good, so we're gonna go with that.
Okay.
How old is she?
I had it ready. I had it done. That's all you need.
Once you get the board, that's all you need, because you're already giving Bill.
Talking about my sister. Come sit.
Listen to Alex, absolutely correct.
Okay, now another one.
Yippee!
Well, at least you have confidence in it, right? You should be able to get the equation after reading it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want to.
Wasn't there a zero? Let me do this math again.
I know you should have gotten it.
Yeah.
Well, no, because here's the thing, for every 2 of these, there are how many of these? Okay, so that means for however many of this there is, there's gonna be that many.
What?
Switch. No.
Yeah.
Oh, we're trying to get out of there.
Yes, okay, now we are on the
This is
same
how
page and I'm
you get
just.
this one frame. We take the grams, we use formula mass to get us to the rate. We use this ratio stuff to get out of moles of NA and into moles of NaOH, which is that would be the same. Now, why are we trying to get into moles of NaOH? So that we can put in.
I just did that right now. I did.
It's a brand.
No, perfect. I'll watch.
Actually, I'm not gonna say that.
There's only one hydrogen.
We have to do SD.
Get faster.
That's all that matters.
You're absolutely correct.
Progress.
I think
Now,
I
do
did
the
it.
other one.
Hydrochloric acid. No, there's not.
You said yes.
This is just chlorine with hydrogen. And then it's aqueous. It's an acid.
Sorry.
Obviously, it's something you
Or
do
not,
that you
not that's it,
recognize
that's
that
just.
happens.
Oh.
And so what is it reacting with again?
My hair feels weird. It's curling. It reacts with zinc, so it's terrible.
Metal.
No, I had 2 pairs. Sometimes you can't.
47. So it's just, yes. So plus.
I knew.
Question?
I knew that. Makes no
Well, please remember the polarity.
No, the zinc goes with chlorine. Yeah. So the zinc would go with hydrogen. These two are
That's the
together.
polarity, actually. That's the way I would write it, because this shows me that this is
Like the zinc goes with What?
well, she had a very good number.
Yeah, because they.
Because I mixed up the two. Yeah.
That'll do it.
Plus hydrogen. You're welcome.
Because zinc is a.
I mean, the
Yeah, that's illegal.
It's like,
If you started being nice to me, I would actually think you were talking about
You are.
Well, what is the charge of hydrogen? What's the charge of
Suddenly start being
You're gonna die.
See, that's the difference.
That's what's gonna happen.
It's actually not one, it's a positive one for hydrogen.
Like that's a
Negative one for chlorine, so what's the formula for it? Chloric acid. Make a difference. Try to balance it.
It's not to be a downer or anything.
Thank you for your genius.
One.
We did. You're very smart. I didn't know what I was doing. Ain't no way you're actually counting 50 stars.
7, 8, 9.
Wow.
No, not that.
Thank you.
I'm the angry one.
Oh,
I drew that guy.
oh man.
I drew that guy.
So cute. Thank you.
That's my currency now. That's how I pay.
Roblox. Well, it's the Gago style, but Roblox.
I'm gonna have to hire. I just understood that sentence.
you want to see my test or not my test?
Yeah.
I only got 8.
I didn't fail it.
I mean, 8%'s good. I just
Oh, yeah, I got it.
don't want.
How? I didn't bet you.
8%'s good.
What is going on here? Come here. I have a question for you. Hey, I have a question for
What?
you.
Acid means binary acid. Meaning
I
how
don't
many
shit
different
about
elements?
I'm like, oh, we're trying.
2.22?
Think about this. What is one element?
Where did-
of every
oh.
acid?
I always go like, oh, we're trying to get into moles. So
Yeah,
let's
we're
put that
trying
on
to
the
get
bottom.
out of mold.
We're trying to get out of moles. So let's put it where it is. And I'm like, yeah, that's totally correct. But if you ask me like,
That
if we're
hurts
trying
my
to
heart.
but if you ask me right now, hey, if you're trying to get out of moles, where do you put the moles and the thing? I'd be like, oh,
That
the bottom.
hurts my heart.
I'm sorry.
Just this compound. It gives you
Of this, I'll eat
it
it
gives you
after that.
Why do you insist on putting things in your mouth?
There's something wrong with me, psychologically.
It's giving Cameron. He literally bit my sweatshirt.
I'm gonna eat you.
Oh, and all you're doing.
You know what?
I have the urge to eat by random stuff, but I repress it very hard.
I think it's somewhat comical. If it's not disgusting,
That is like a
it's
mental
comical.
illness.
Autism.
No.
Yes.
No, like people eat air fresheners.
No, but I'm not eating it.
like biting stuff.
Yes.
It's the biting, not the eating. It's like the chomp.
You know what, Danny?
What?
Like my brother.
Are the best, funniest,
Hey! Whoa!
Stop talking.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
greatest
Okay, we're gonna box.
Hey!
that anyone could ever ask for, and I am so glad that you're my friend.
Thanks. That's great. That's great to hear.
Ah! My lip hurts now.
Do you want my snot? I ask this every time.
I know.
You still never want it.
Because that's nasty.
Are you sure? Have you ever
Yeah.
ate snot?
Yes, actually.
When you're in the pool and you blow out and you get snot in your nose? I mean in your mouth? Just me.
Yep.
What's a mole?
Oh, I seriously.
Nitrogen was here. So I had to get it out.
Because I mentioned eating snot. Me when I was trying to eat that chocolate this morning. Chocolate is so nasty, bro. I didn't know what I was doing.
We've spent 40 something minutes. This podcast started at 10:07. It is currently 11.
It's fine.
I'm not complaining.
We could have done it in more time. I call this a win. A win-win.
Winner, chicken dinner.
dinner.
Whoa!
When did you learn this?
I didn't know.
That's not mine. And there's no lead in it, so it's useless anyway.
What size is it?
What are you talking about? There's no lead in it. I can hear the lead in it.
Well, it's dumb lead because it won't come out.
There's full size. Do you need mechanical pencil lead?
No. I just really like 9mm pencils. And I only have 7.
Oh, 7 pieces of lead or 7 pencils?
7.7.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Size of lead. See, look.
I think I took my points.
I want to crochet with the size of lead of a pencil that I wrote a pattern in. I want to write out a pattern.
Oh, here.
Pencil and then crochet the pattern in the size yarn and hook that I used. That was of the pencil lead that I used to write.
You want to trade for this one? I got this. It's 0.5. It's got 0.9. It's got lead in it.
Really? Thank you.
I don't. Why would you give me a
You just might.
I mean, like, yeah. Do you have like any other non-0.9 mechanical pencil that you want to get rid of?
This one works pretty well.
All right. Thank you.
Do you think we're gonna have to go on the subline today?
Probably.
Look at the nice fistful I've
I
got
don't
here.
like talking to
You
people.
want to see my fistful? It doesn't fit in my fist because I have not baby hands, regular size, normal, smallish hands. Okay.
I'm
Normal
aware. I'm not gonna.
Is it just me or does like is being in the subline which make your heart race? Like I get scared.
I get actually like anxiety from sublining. There's a subline that it's mid. It's better than most of the food So
I have had arguments with my mom about whether or not I have anxiety. Guess which side which one is on.
Put it on fire and burn
your mom only asks you want to know. And your mom's right.
No,
I've been diagnosed.
Oxygen support.
I am not diagnosed with anything
Okay,
mentally.
but it's okay because you have a nerve. And we accept it.
That is the most aggressive therapy.
Why are you like rolling your eyes with it?
They're a married couple.
We're divorced!
No, yeah, I'm not diagnosed with anything other than that I have to get my blood drawn every year. Yes.
That pipe to get it to melt, I've got to get it up to about 2,400 degrees.
Thank you.
Well, you don't walk at that. You're like, oh my god, how can you get that up to 2,400 degrees?
So,
We should get a trampoline.
fun story. I have a trampoline.
Really?
Yeah.
White family table. I'm coming over to your house in spring, summer.
Our,
Which is why oxygen is always a
like one time I had to wear rain.
never gets that low. It freezes at about 207.
I think that was the same year that I fell off the trampoline and hurt my shoulder, which might be why I keep slipping.
Oh,
Who's the same shoulder?
That's concerning.
is it concerning or is it really concerning?
Well, I mean, it's not like unprecedented issue when you make. Let's do myself.
Just feeling. It's just touching.
So there was one time when I didn't take my meds, and then because I was running low on them, and then I was like, well, I haven't really noticed this since I started taking them when I started taking them. So I'm fine if I just don't take my meds for one day. And I went grocery shopping with my mom that day, the day after I didn't take my meds, and she was like, "What is wrong with you? Like you really this is it?" And I was like, "Yeah." Too.
Yes.
No, I wasn't. I was like, I don't know.
I could probably.
No, because the ones actually show up like ones.
No, it's just the fact that it's really like it's still white. It's not like white or
Spell what? Don't start singing. No, I mean I'm great.
I can agree with that sentiment. I get where you're coming from.
I can't speak.
Hey, come here. I gotta show you something.
Can you tell me something stupid?
I'm not gonna show you.
I knew what you were gonna do. Help me.
It's
Satan boobies. Really? Really?
Yeah.
Really? Satan boobies?
Yeah.
He actually did. Yes, he did. It takes one to know one.
Stop talking.
Stop talking.
Bon Jovi.
No, I don't need to, but okay, dog.
What are you doing?
Bon Jovi. That was
No, that was.
we just
It's you're failing right now. That's what's happening.
What you got? You ever see that trend where the people are doing music and together with like stick glue and then you do like dance together?
No.
It's just
I've never seen that.
It's just like Elmer's.
Elmo.
Michaela, the group that was over here, I don't know if somebody actually wants their periodic tables, but it might be helpful later on in life.
It's light. I don't think it would be very helpful after.
Okay, but later on in life would still be like, you know, later. What if that was our bell?
That would be unappreciative, mildly panicked.
We are doing slide 20 through 23.
11, 17,
We've got like
21 whole minutes.
man. I'm honestly scared of everyone.
I'm making flowers. No. Alan wants my flowers. I'm going to.
Ew.
Oh no.
I want to
Javeda
die.
is paying me to make.
Did you see mine?
I didn't know that. That was scary. She was like, "How much does it cost for a small crochet stuffer?" And I was like, "Well, like something that I gave, something that I gave you for like what Secret Santa, I'd probably do like $7 maybe." And then she hands me $7. And I was like,
Take the money.
The spontaneous commissioning thing that just kind of happens.
No, I don't care. It's money.
No, it literally reminds me of a scene from Winter Soldier where right after Winter Soldier frees the evil dude from jail, and he goes up to Sam. He frees Zemo from jail, who literally tortures him, and then he goes up to Sam and he's like, "Let me walk you through a hypothetical. I'm gonna put in your dude. Let me walk you through a hypothetical. Let me walk you through a hypothetical." And then Zemo walks you through a situation.
We were at Sinai. I showed Jay this bracelet, and we're like, "Oh my gosh, okay, how? $20, thank you."
$20.
Yes.
That's
so much money.
I would have taken that damn 20 so fast.
And I'm going to make some more bracelets because that's ridiculous. See, it's just funny. It's just funny. It's funny. Deal with the consequences later. It's not miraculous. It's rabies.
No, because that looks like watermelon.
Are you really
Are you colorblind?
Maybe. I see red. I see green. I see white.
This is gray.
That gray is very
It looks green.
This looks as gray. Okay, sure. Whatever.
It looks green.
Maybe I'm colorblind.
Maybe.
You know, I can see
Yeah,
It's a Tumblr thing.
What?
Rabies. It's
I think it's a joke.
It's a long-standing satire.
His 13 inches in yours.
I'm gonna sound like
You don't make me sound crazy?
I feel like that shouldn't be good.
We're singing the Miraculous theme song. There's only one of us actually watching the Miraculous.
Yeah, so I have
Ladies and gentlemen,
like on my arm.
It is a small ask, but I have to ask. When you put your
Those are
markers away,
respect lights and not rabies.
you have to hear the click. If you don't, you have the cap on, but the cap is not secure, and therefore the marker will dry out. Now, I'm not complaining, but these are a little bit expensive when I have to buy them all the time because they just simply dry out. So all I'm asking is when you're done, please make sure, click it so you don't get a ticket. Okay? I'll steal from the DM. Or I'm sorry, the DM. So please, 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 do that for me. Thank you. Yes, can I help you?
Is it up to the minute?
Then we went to the train.
20 years.
No.
Push-ups in a minute, 33.
Oh no.
You should drive us to
They just heard the
you should drive us to outer space.
Sorry, guys.
What's your in your 50s?
Hours.
Broken down.
Are you doing NHS?
The 40s at least. I think.
I was in NHS.
Now it's junior.
Yeah. And then I was like, hey, can I keep doing this? They're like, no.
No, because honestly,
Bye.
I had 39.
That's exactly what I was saying. No, that's
Are you at 50?
Now it's 55. It'll be not 60.
That's how many hours I had. But I have 12.
Oh my god. Oh,
I mean, I've been having wiring.
I actually don't have that. You can't identify as another race. That's a different nationality. Not a
Pretty sure
different
that's
race.
probably
You can't identify as a different nationality. Well, if I move, then I'll be Please don't.
What is it that big?
You can. I mean, you
Can
can.
I just-
Oh.
Ow!
Hey!
That hurt!
Guys.
I'm sorry.
Don't touch my hair.
Done for the day?
Personal space.
Done for the day?
You know what? I'm gonna see.
Are you done for the day? So where'd you put it?
In there.
Are you done for the day?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate the time and the effort and the work you put in the back. But those of you who came to the front and sat and did nothing, you just wasted however much time that was. And let me explain that basically a week from this Thursday, I believe, is going to be your unit test. The unit test on this in the past has involved doing 6 of those problems in a class period that used to be 51 minutes. So if it took you a half an hour or 45 minutes or 70 minutes or 50 minutes, we've got to get quicker at this. The only way you get quicker at this is to practice. Okay? Now, I also want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, that again, on the test, I'm not going to come over and hold your hand on writing a balanced chemical equation. So again, if you're struggling in these things, the more practice you do, the more times you can call me over and I can help you, and the better you will get at them. Okay? But accomplishing 2 problems, yes, you should feel good about it. You should feel good that you got those done. But that's just a start, because these aren't even complete problems yet. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a few minutes. Here was the answers to the problems, ladies and gentlemen. I believe I checked with most of you, and I believe most of you had the answers correct. It is a small step that goes a long way to organizing you. If after you write the balanced equation, you will write down what you are given, and you will write down what you are looking for. Because now when I say use the ratio step, you're like, well, between what? Between what you're given and what you're going to. And you will clearly and easily identify those. I don't want to have to keep looking back at the problem and reading through the thing. I want to take all the information and put it where I need it right away. Yes, this one was a little bit tricky because sodium and water go through a single replacement reaction. And in reality, we need to think of water as this, hydrogen hydroxide, because the sodium kicks out this hydrogen, replaces it with hydroxide, and that's how we get the hydrogen gas here. A little bit tricky, I would probably help you with that on a test, or more than likely I won't give you a problem like that on the test. But take what you're given and get it into moles. Now, people are trying to find the grams of this. No one ever asked you to find the grams of this. Never. Wasn't even a possibility. But I am asking you to take what you're given and get it into moles. Therefore, we need to use the formula mass for sodium. Get it into moles. Use our ratio step. 2 moles of sodium hydroxide goes on the top, what we're going to. 2 moles of sodium on the bottom, what we're in. We now get into moles of sodium hydroxide. Now, I'm also asking you to understand that when you are finding a molarity, molarity is moles divided by liters. Moles divided by liters. So you need the moles of sodium hydroxide, which you just calculated here, divided by the liters of solution, which is given you in the problem, 0.845 liters, or 845 milliliters. We then get a molarity of 1.03. Questions? Yes.
For like sig figs,
Yes.
why don't we count like the 1 mole, 2 mole thing? Because that'll only be 1 sig fig.
Because it is a conversion factor, and because it is a counted numbers, the number of moles is counted, they're technically infinitely significant. So we don't want things like that limiting our sig figs. So we go back to things that you measured. 845 milliliters, 20.0 grams. Those were actually measured things. That's what's going to limit our sig figs. Okay? Good question. For the bottom one, hydrogen gas is produced, meaning it's got to be after the arrow, when hydrochloric acid reacts with zinc. Zinc metal. By the way, there are only 7 diatomics. And it is bad if you forget a diatomic, but it's also terrible if you try to turn everything into a diatomic. Okay? Metals are not diatomic. You don't write Fe2. You don't write Cu2. You don't write CO2. You just write that symbol. Hydrochloric acid. Hydro means it's a binary acid. Means there's only 2 elements. Hydrochloric means one of the elements has to be hydrogen to be an acid. The other one has to be chlorine. Charge is +1 and -1. Makes it HCl. I take what I'm given here. Here I was finding a molarity. Here I'm using a molarity and a volume to get out of volume and into moles. But again, I don't like this way of writing molarity. There's nothing wrong with it. But this says 1.03 M. What the hell is M? M is moles over liters. So when I want to use unit cancellation, here I can see what's canceling. Take what we're given, get it into moles. Use the molar ratio. 1 mole of hydrogen gas on top, because that's what I'm going to. 2 moles of HCl on the bottom. I get the moles of hydrogen gas. Now I'm going to use PV equals nRT because it's a gas. I'm given the pressure. I'm given the temperature. I use PV equals nRT to find the volume. Gone are the days of STP. They're gone. Forget about them. We're not going to use it. It's not going to be on your test. You are going to have to use PV equals nRT to either take a volume and get it into moles, or to take moles and get it into volume. Final volume, 20.4 liters. Questions? Now, normally at this point I ask if you want the good news or the bad news, but I'm just going to tell you. The bad news is you're only doing about half the problems right now. The good news is the things that you're doing in the problems, you just need to use again. In other words, I'm not going to teach you anything new, really, but you are going to have to do more than you've been doing in a problem. And the reason for that, in every problem that I have given you, there has always been something that is in excess. What does it mean if something is in excess?
There's more than needed.
There's more of it than is needed. Why do we get 20.4 liters of hydrogen gas here? Why? Because eventually we run out of hydrochloric acid. It's gone. It's used up. It's all converted into hydrogen gas. And how much does it create? Well, it creates 20.4 liters. Now, what if I had used more than 2.247 liters? I would have made more moles of it, and I would have created a larger volume. But as soon as you run out of something in a chemical reaction, what happens? It stops. You're done. Please close your computers. Now, watch. That is all I am asking you to do. In every chemical reaction, there is what is called a limiting reactant. A limiting reactant is just that. It is the reactant that you run out of. It has to be a reactant, and it is the one that you run out of. Now, in every problem that we've done, we've told you which one was in excess, which means that's the one that you're not running out of, right? Well, I don't have to tell you which one's in excess. I can make you figure out which one's in excess. I can make you figure out which one is limiting. Now, what I can't do is change the way I've been giving you information. I'll give you grams. I'll give you volume of a gas. I'll give you molarity and liters of solution. That's it. But now I'm going to give it to you for both reactants, not just one. For example, ammonium is one of the most common chemicals produced in the United States. It is used to make fertilizer and other products. Ammonium is produced in a synthesis reaction. Synthesis reaction. James goes to the dance alone. Ruby goes to the dance alone. They meet at the dance. They hook up. They become a couple. I won't tell Alexis. Don't worry. Okay? That is a synthesis reaction. Two things coming together to make one. The reaction is between nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas. And if you have 1.5 times 10 to the third grams of nitrogen and 1.5 times 10 to the third grams of hydrogen, which is the limiting reactant? And how many grams of ammonium will you create? First thing we do is write a what?
Formula.
Balanced chemical equation. There it is. Nitrogen gas plus hydrogen gas produces ammonium. That's simple. 2 in front, 3 in front, balanced, correct? Okay. I am given 1.5 times 10 to the third grams of this and 1.5 times 10 to the third grams of this. I want to know how much of this I make. Now, I hate numbers in scientific notation, but that is the only way to write that number to 3 sig figs. So that's why it's in scientific notation. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out of scientific notation. Okay? Now, what do I do with what I'm given? Convert it into moles. 1 mole over formula mass. What is the next thing that I do? Molar ratio. 2 moles of NH3 to 1 mole of N2. What is the next step? Convert to our final unit, which is grams of that. We're not going to go there yet, though. Why? Because I don't know if this is the stuff that limits it or not. So I'm going to stop after my molar ratio. After my molar ratio, I'm going to stop. Yes?
Where'd you get the 28.02?
Formula mass of nitrogen gas. 14.01 times 2, N2. That means that this amount of nitrogen will make 107 moles of ammonium. 107 moles, that's a lot, right? Right? Okay. Now I'm going to take my 1,500 grams of hydrogen. Again, I just took that number out of scientific notation. It was the same as this, correct? But now it's hydrogen gas. So what is our first step? Convert it to moles. So we're going to have a different number down here. Why? different substance. Hydrogen, 2 H's, 2.02. We are also going to have a different ratio here. Why? Because now we have, sorry, this should have been hydrogen, typo there, my bad. Okay? 3 moles of hydrogen to every 2 moles of this. That means that this stuff makes it a different ratio than this stuff does, right? Plus, there's different masses here. So am I expecting 107 moles? Not even close. I get 495 moles. Now, the problem is I can only make one of these 2 amounts. Which one can I make? I can only make the lesser. I can only make the lesser. Why? Because as soon as I run out of this stuff, as soon as I hit 107 moles of NH3, I'm done. I'm out of this. I could go with another 388 more moles of this. But unfortunately, I'm out of that. So you can only ever make a smaller amount. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call our limiting reactant. That is the one that stops it. Now, all I've done is the same calculation twice. All I've done is a calculation you've been doing. You did this today. But now you have to do it for both reactants. Why? Because I don't know which one I'm going to run out of. Now, I'm still not quite done, because what haven't I done?
How many grams do you produce?
I got to finish that. But I don't want to do extra steps. I could figure this out in grams. I could figure this one out in grams. Which one's going to be less?
The one on top.
The one on the top. Why do an extra calculation that I don't need to this one? That's why I stop here. I stop after the molar ratio to figure out which amount of this I can actually produce. Okay? Have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, goodbye. Get out. Thank you, sir.